There are certain cars that, for better or worse, conjure up a mental image when their names are mentioned. So, for example, if I say Aston Martin DB9, you might think ultimate luxury sports car. If I say Land Rover Discovery 2, you might think of the inside of a mechanic's workshop. I know for me, when people say Subaru WRX, I think hooligan, driven by those who like a loud exhaust because, well, it's loud, and that's the way everyone will know they're around. And because they're around, everyone will get to notice them in their spoiler and sticker bedecked machine with its gold wheels. But just like the Aston is no longer the benchmark for luxury sports cars, and Land Rover has shaken its reliability woes, the new WRX is doing a lot to delete the stereotype. And they've helped that cause by deleting their polarizing styling. It's no longer a chubby boy racer, no longer a wolf dressed as a hatchback sheep. It's now got nice proportions with a touch of aggression and just a hint of Nissan GTR from the front. And it's all very grown up. Even the extra STI styling bits don't do that much to return it to its Tokyo Drift madness. Just a subtle lip spoiler in front, some side skirts and a diffuser in which to frame the quad exhaust tailpipes. Rather than being shouty and obnoxious, it now gets attention for being a nicely designed machine, full of details that give it presence, and a character of its own that shouldn't polarize opinions as much as the old one. But they have kept some of the old bits, well, some of the old ideas anyway. The WRX is packed with a 2-litre boxer engine that puts out 197 kilowatts and 350 newton meters for a 0 to 100 time of 6 seconds flat and a top speed of 240 kilometers an hour. It's also got all-wheel drive, but unlike the last WRX we tested, this one has a proper manual gearbox instead of a paddle-shifting CVT. The CVT will make traffic life a bit easier and save you a bit of fuel, but it'll also get you from 0 to 100 in more time and cost you 20 grand extra. No surprises then that the manual is our choice, for those reasons I just mentioned, and the fact that it just feels so much better. Nice short mechanical action, nicely weighted clutch, it just makes you feel part of the experience. And at this point, I think I owe WRX drivers a bit of an apology because I called you hooligans, but I understand now that you really can't help yourselves because this car really does encourage some bad behavior. With that manual gearbox plus the combination of a noisy turbo and a constantly rumbling exhaust, this thing really does make you want to put your right foot down and mash it through some corners. The turbo motor's power delivery has a slight lag to it on pull-off, but it does push all the way through the revs, and it's always ready to deliver some proper power. Last time we drove the WRX, we said the steering was a little bit light, and that hasn't changed, but that same steering is very quick. You combine that with good all-wheel drive grip and a chassis that tells you what's going on all the time, and you have a package that is properly involving. The way the WRX provides something for just about all your senses makes it an enjoyable thing in almost every situation. The hard ride makes it less fun when the roads aren't great or there are speed bumps, but that's to be expected in a car like this. The thing is, when you take the turbo motor and the torque vectoring and the all-wheel drive and the great chassis and you put them all to one side and you concentrate on the things you need every day, this is still a very good package. It's got 4 doors, it's got space for 5, it's even got a decent boot, and it has got a very high standard spec. Dual-zone climate control, reversing camera, Bluetooth, touchscreen with sat-nav and so on and so forth, it's all in the asking price. Unfortunately, so is the fake carbon fiber finish and an overall execution that still is a little plasticky, but by Subaru standards, it's better than ever. There are some oddities though. Their decision to put the reversing camera's image on the smaller of the dashboard's 2 screens, for example. But overall, it's easy to use and has enough toys to make sure you get your money's worth. Last time we featured the Subaru WRX, we put it up against the Audi S3, and in that context, it came second. But this car is not a poor second choice. It's not an also-ran. For 450,000 Rand, it's comfortable, it's well-spec'd, it's a great performer, and on top of all of that, it is a lot of fun. A boxer motor, a turbo, a manual gearbox and all-wheel drive combine to make the WRX a very engaging and very enjoyable machine. It looks more grown up, it offers good value and it even has some practicality to it. The brake feel is the least impressive bit, but that's a minor point in an otherwise impressive package.